Hi, we're here today to talk about the concepts behind the development of Estates of Niagara, and I'd like to introduce Shelley Raymond. Thanks for joining us. Robert Lawrence, President of Estates of Niagara, and Paul Heath, our Secretary. So, how are we going to set the new standard for 55 plus active lifestyle adults? Can you tell us where that concept came from?
Sure, we started back in 2010. A local developer asked me to do some development work on senior care. And 2 years later, we formed Rivercrest Corporation, which was really dedicated to senior development. During the 2 years between 2010 and 2012, I spent 2 years in Florida working with the senior care group, learning their concepts and developing it from there, giving us a background and the stability to move forward with this development. Since 2012, we've taken 10 years to develop this full program. And it's been a journey. We've learned a lot as we've gone along, and we've met with a lot of people that have experience in this marketplace. So as a result, people like Shelley have come and joined our team, and Paul's been working from the legal side on our team. So I'm going to let Paul talk a little more about how we developed it from 2012 on to today.
Great.
The original concept grew into the concept of the fact that seniors need further care. So it's not just an issue of downsizing from a large home to an apartment, but there will also come a day when you will need further care in terms of nursing care or assistance with living.
Right.
That really led to the development of Waterview as kind of the next step in the process. So you move into a condominium initially as you need more care. You move into a suite at Waterview where more care can be provided, and it is designed to do that.
Right.
So that's where the concepts have come from.
This is also allowing seniors to plan and develop or design what that care looks like or when they need that care, and having some sort of insurance when that critical event happens and life changes on a dime and they need further assistance. And I think you have some concepts or thoughts on that.
Well, I think
Shelley.
certainly one of the challenges is that we don't have a lot of options, and this gives us a fabulous option that's really it offers us the opportunity that each person is treated individually, and I think that's really important.
Right.
From a marketing point of view, we looked at giving as much flexibility as possible to each member, whether they're leasing, whether they're buying, whether they're investing, and giving them the option of a la carte services.
Right.
So developing this plan is kind of like being on a cruise. I mentioned that earlier, and it's kind of like when the ship sails on Saturday at 5 o'clock, you're part of that exclusive club. Here, and it's freestyle dining. It's kind of utilizing that concept that we want to meet all of your needs and most of your wants.
Right.
So we treated each member like they are the only member.
Right, and being able to tailor what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
I think it also gets away from that feeling of being warehoused, which
Yes.
I think many seniors have felt that in the past, and this just gives you such an amazing opportunity to choose what your needs are and move as you move forward and need more support.
Right. So can we talk a little bit about the goals that Estates of Niagara has, or what are we hoping to accomplish in order to set this new standard for 55 plus?
Well, we looked at it from 2 points of view. Obviously, every time you're going into a new project, you have to look at where does the equity come from, and at the same time, what are the rewards?
Right.
And what are the investment? What are they going to get from that investment? What is the return? Over the last 50 years, we've done a number of developments where we had to go out and find shareholders, and then we had to give them an interest rate, and then we had to give them a return. In this case, you're a member. You're going to be a user, an end user, as well as an investor.
Right.
So we made it really simple by saying if you're a member, you get a discount instead of being an investor and have to look at taxes and all the other things that goes as being a sophisticated investor. Here you're part of our family, you're a member, you're getting the discounts. If you are a chartered member, you're getting the services a la carte, so you make a decision on what you want to have. And we are really an aging in place community. we work with each member to meet their needs and their wants, and that's what really is important here.
Right. And I think again, as I said before, designing what that looks like and having it when you want it and how you want it versus being forced or pegged into a institution or retirement home which says this is what you get for this amount of money.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's a different approach, but it's a very human approach.
Right.
Because every one of us, we're different.
Right.
We have different wants, we have different needs, we have different desires. What we're trying to do at the Estates of Niagara is reach out to each individual and make sure that we're meeting their needs.
Right. So, in summary here, is it fair to say that Estates of Niagara is excited about the 2 new properties, and when are we expecting them to break ground? Can we tell the group?
Both properties should come online latter part of '24, early part of '25.